Welcome back, everyone. We are talking with Sharon Smith-Akinsanya. She is a diversity, equity, and inclusion strategist with Rae Mackenzie Group, the CEO. And all right, this is our final segment here with you. And I want to ask you to kind of look into the future. So there may be two paths we could take. I'm sure there are many more, but two primary paths. Give us a sense of where you think things may be headed. 20 years, 30, 40 years from now? Where are we headed?
Well, we are headed toward a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive workplace because it's called inertia. It's like, we're staring down the barrel of a workforce and a workplace demographic shift, a national demographic shift. So it's imperative, right? That's your future workforce. So you have to figure out what you're going to do to make sure you're attractive to that segment of the population. That's just what's going to happen. And because it's the nature of the beast. But then you're going to have some companies that are going to go the way of Sears and Montgomery Ward.
They're not around. Sears isn't around.
Okay. But that's my point.
Yeah.
They wanted catalogs and then, other companies came and made the shift, left them in the dust. So I do think that we can be hopeful about a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive workforce. And that is good for everybody. That's good for the employees. That's good for society. That's good because everybody's gainfully employed, making a ton of money, paying taxes, doing the things that they need to do. And I don't want to interrupt you, but I love the picture that you're painting. It's a hopeful picture. Sometimes I watch the news and I'm not so hopeful. So I'm glad you're hopeful. Absolutely. We can't stay where we are. Right. And because it's the demographics won't allow it. So people are fighting against that shift. But corporations understand, because it's business, what they need to do to make sure they maintain their competitive edge. And so the corporations, just like Wilma said, they run the show. They got the power. And when CEOs, like I said, are committed to their commitment, it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. We just got to keep fighting the good fight. Getting the expert resources that we need to do a better job. And, it's what I talk to people, over at the Rae Mackenzie Group, and lots of free resources about how to get this thing right at getrmg.com. Just hang out with us. And, it's just really not that complicated if you're open to it.
Absolutely.
If you're open to it.
The CEO of the Rae Mackenzie Group, Sharon Smith-Akinsanya. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Ben.
All right, great discussion. We will come back. I'll wrap everything up right after this.